I am on YouTube. Facebook live feeds, there are actually messing with my live feeds. So here I am on YouTube, my backup to my backup, and I'm trying to get this information out because people have been messaging me all day about the new stimulus package that President Trump just signed. And what does it mean to you as a person who is waiting for the stimulus? So here I am on YouTube, and I'm trying to get this information out to you guys so you know what's going on. And it looks like they're messing again with my audio. So if any of you can hear me, I'd like for you to tell me whether or not I'm breaking up. So give me a shout and tell me whether or not I'm breaking up. But this is information you need to know. What's happening is the president signed the relief bill, stimulus package bill, today. And individuals have been messaging me like crazy, wanting to know what does this mean and what does it mean as far as them receiving their payments. Given my advanced knowledge of how the IRS works, because I worked for the IRS as an analyst for many years, also was an instructor under tax law, trained a lot of great people for the government. So here it is in a nutshell. The president signed into law today, the bill, rather, to give us $2,000 per person, a household. Let's say if you file married filing jointly, that means that would be $4,000. Time will they be getting it this time? Yes and no. Some things have changed, but a lot of the stuff, the caveats that was in the last one, is still there. Will you be receiving a stimulus payment if you filed a tax return with an individual who is here illegally? And the answer to that is no. That still applies. If you're on public assistance, if you're on Social Security, would you qualify to receive another stimulus payment as well? The answer to that is yes. Some of the problems that we were having in the last stimulus was individuals were not getting the amount that they thought they qualified for. So the IRS is making a document that is being proved right now. It's a standalone document, and what that document is you will be able to file this form, and this form will be a standalone document, and you'll be able to file it electronically, or you can mail it into the IRS with the amount that you were to get, but you did not receive. So let's say that you have three dependent children, but you only got the money for two of them, and one of them you did not. You can file a claim with the IRS during the tax season. This is going to be a standalone document. You'll be able to file a form with the IRS to receive the payment that you did not get. This is going to be a standalone document on your tax return. If you file a tax return for 2020 and you are required to file, if you did not receive the payment that you were promised to receive, that you were supposed to get, if you did not receive that payment, you'll be able to take a credit on your tax return in 2020 to receive that credit. So they're going to have a line item asking you whether or not what was your stimulus payment. And if you did not get the payment that you were promised that you were going to get, and it was short, you'll be able to take a tax credit to get that payment. So that's going to be new, and they're working that out right now. From what I understand from the information that I'm reading from my contacts in Washington, the payments are going to be rolling out in 10 days. Now, that's going to be coming out before the tax season starts. The tax season for the IRS always starts the third week of January. That means that these payments, the stimulus payments, are going to be rolling out within 10 days, a week before the tax season starts. So that's how that's going to roll. They did work the bugs out as far as the payments are concerned. So if you have a debit card that the IRS gave you and you still have that card, they're trying to work it out where that payment, if you still have that debit card could be loaded with your stimulus payment. I'm still waiting for verification on that. I have not gotten all the information on it, but it is forthcoming from my contacts in Washington. Now, I try to give this information out on Facebook because of my vast knowledge of the IRS and how I worked. It was great. Um, and then Facebook said I was too influential. I was getting too big for my britches, and they shut me down. So that page, they took away from me. They unpublished that page because they said I was getting too big for my britches. I amassed a following of almost 500,000 people, and Facebook did not like that. So they took that page away from me. So I have another page on Facebook called Peggy Hubbard, the American Patriot. If you have questions regarding your stimulus payment, you can go to that page. You can ask me questions, like my page. You can go to Parler under PA Hub 43, Peggy Hubbard. I'm there. You can ask me questions. I'm also here on YouTube. I'm also on Rumble. I'm also on Twitter. So I am not far away from you guys. If you have questions regarding the stimulus, if you have questions on how it's going to roll out, you can send me messages with Social Security. The same way it rolled out, if you're a payee, it's going to roll out the same way. So I'm having a lot of problems with my live feeds with Facebook. I'm having a lot of problems on Twitter with live feeds. I'm having problems across the board. Uh, we're trying to get this information out to you, the public, regarding the stimulus. So if you have questions regarding your stimulus payments, shoot me a question. I'm on Parler under PA Hub 43. I'm also on Twitter. I'm also on Facebook under Peggy Hubbard, American Patriot. I'm also under Patriots with Peggy Hubbard. You can go there if you have questions as well. I'm not hard to find. So the payments, from what I'm told, are going to be rolling out in 10 days. This is going to be a week before the filing season starts. If you have not received your first stimulus payment, there is going to be a document provided by the IRS where you'll be able to file a standalone document. If you are not working, you don't have to fill out the 1040 form. This is going to be a document you'll be able to fill out, send in to the IRS, or you can file this form electronically to receive the payment you did not get the first time around. The second time around, the rules still apply. The same caveats still apply. It's still going to roll out the same way. Uh, if you have direct deposit on your 2019 return, that's how it's going to roll. If you have filed a tax return for 2018 and 19, you're in the clear. You'll still receive it. If you owe back taxes to the IRS, this stimulus is not part of that. That means that if you owe back taxes to the IRS, you'll still receive your stimulus payment. If you owe child support, however, child support, if you owe child support and you are in the rears, that refund, that stimulus payment rather, can be subsequently taken for the back child support. So that rule still applies. That rule still applies. I'm going to do a pre-recording and I'm going to put it on Facebook. If you have any questions, and I just uploaded a video to Rumble and I'm going to do Parler as well. If you have any questions, you can reach me at Peggy Hubbard, American Patriot on Facebook. I'm on Parler under PA Hub 43. I am also on Twitter under Peggy Hubbard. I'm also on Rumble under Peggy Hubbard. So if you have any questions, just hit me up and I'll try to get the answers for you as fast as I can. Everyone, have a good night and take care. it still won't go off. I don't know what's happening here.